Okay, hi guys, and welcome to the show. Today I'm going to be discussing my favorite Zenith, whether I should consider buying it instead of the DateJusts or Explorer that I looked at last time. Also, a look at Hublot, a classy Hublot. I would have never thought it, but there is a Hublot I actually really like. Also, a special surprise unboxing, a beautiful gift from a friend. That just made my week, actually made my month. It really did. Before we get into it, I've got to do wristwatch check. I am indeed wearing the little Tudor. I've put it on the genuine crocodile burgundy strap. I'm not sure if you could see that. And yes, I coordinated my outfit today with the watch. So burgundy, kind of dressy, you know, it makes sense. I know, it's ridiculous, but I'm a watch enthusiast, and my priority is the watch. If I was talking about suits, the watch would complement the suit, not the other way around, right? The other thing is, I haven't got a nickname. I've got a nickname for the Flighty, for the Subby, the Shumi is the Speedy, what else? The Pinky is the Pink Submariner, Sabi, what else? The Ripley obviously is the Sega. I haven't got a nickname for this, guys. If you can think of a suitable nickname for the date, because it's not going anywhere. It's been almost a year that I've owned this piece, and it just gets better and better. Also, it stops me from lusting after a Rolex date, which, as you know, is very expensive. So nicknames for the Tudor date, please, in the comments. I'd love to hear that. Wristwatch check done. Let's roll the intro and get into today's video. Okay guys, so I've removed the outer box because it is Christmas coming up, and I'm receiving a whole lot of gifts that I'm buying for other people. I accidentally opened the box already, but anyway, this is more of an unveiling than an unboxing, and you will recognize the S from the Stratton watch company. Now, a little bit of backstory on this particular watch. I hope it's the one I think it is. Now, you guys might have seen my review on this new watch company started by my good friend Kyle over there. Guys, if you missed the review of Stratton watches, this is a new company started on Kickstarter by my good friend Kyle. I'll leave a link or a card up there so you can check out the review. I got one of the prototypes in. I said to Kyle, you know, I absolutely loved it. I could see the potential, and I said I would love to have my own one when they're finished. I hope this is the one I wanted, and Kyle was very kind enough to give me one of these, so I'm very honored. Oh, and I just love the packaging. So here we are, beautiful racing inspired brand, just stunning. And oh, I think it's the one I want. Oh, so there's the little manual. You can actually buy these gloves as well. Oh, lots of goodies. Oh, there's a mesh bracelet. Ooh, oh, what's this? We even get little, oh, now that is class. Apps. Oh, Kyle, let's do an unveiling. Drum roll, please. Oh, yes. Yes. Oh, and it's the one I wanted. Kyle has remembered. Thank you so much, Kyle. Oh, look at that. So I actually like the quartz version the most. And oh, just look at that beautiful Tavia case, or Tavia. And so this is the final one. Take the plastic off. So as you can see on the back, we have the engraving like the spokes of a racing car. The Stratton curve, there it is, Mecha quartz. There it is. Let's fire her up. Oh, there it goes. Look at that. Beautiful gradient black. Kind of grey gradient effect on the dial. Just gorgeous. Really kind of 70s aesthetics. Let's reset her. Nice, nice. So I believe... oh, yes, and it's the final version. So this actually screws down now. Before it didn't, but really cool. So we've got a inner rotating bezel. Absolutely fantastic. Guys, check out the full review. This is the final version. Look at that strap. Beautiful racing strap. Let's get it on the wrist. Now look at that. Very nice indeed. Gorgeous. Gorgeous. Ah, thank you so much, Kyle. Oh, those beautiful polished edges. Just ravishing. Very retro. Very cool. Very chic. I just need a little Alfa Romeo coupe just to go with it now. I'm chuffed to bits. Thank you so much, Kyle. I do apologise. There's still sticker on the glass. I do apologise. Anyway, there we go. Look at it. Gorgeous. Look at that curved sapphire. Look at that. My God. You know, just as I'm trying to consolidate my collection, I get another watch. But anyway, I am chuffed to bits. Over the moon. Very, very cool indeed. Just, anyway, guys, let's take it back to the studio. What a beautiful gift. Kyle, thank you so much. I'm over the moon. It was an unexpected surprise. Gorgeous. I just love it. 70s retro styling, you know. Let me know when your new watches come out. I'm dying to review them as well. From the shots you put on the Facebook group, gorgeous. Let's move on to something completely different, and that is, of course, Hublot and my favorite Zenith. Those of you who've been watching the show will know that I've been debating my next kind of mid-term goal, I guess. I still haven't saved up for it. I'm still deliberating between the Rolex Explorer and the pink DateJusts. I'm obsessed with pink dials, as you guys know. I'll add a card to that previous episode if you missed it. These watches are around $4,000 to $5,000. I also wanted to see what else there was out there for that kind of money. I wanted to look at something with serious horological pedigree, the El Primero movement from Zenith, of course, and something new, something different, something modern, something youthful, to bring a different dimension to my collection. And what better than Hublot? And what kind of sparked this off was last night I was watching Have I Got News For You with the wife. She loves British comedy. I don't really watch TV that much. Gary Lineker was hosting the ex-British footballer. Last time I was in the UK, he turned his career to, he was a sports broadcaster for the BBC. So he was wearing a Hublot. Now, of course, his choice is not something I'm interested in, but I did remember there is a 38mm, very minimal, understated, and dare I say it, classy Hublot. Yes, I know. And it pays homage to the early, very first Hublots of the 80s. So it's a nice amalgamation of the first Hublots and something modern, sporty, and believe it or not, within my budget as well. I stupidly dismissed Hublot as being very high-end, expensive, big, brash things, but actually there's some very classy, dressy looking Hublots as well. So anyway, without further ado, before I rabbit on far too much, let's change the perspectives, have a look at my favorite Zenith and a very classy Hublot indeed. I'd really like to know what you guys think about these. Let's have a look. So this is the main Hublot website. Now, Hublot, if you're not familiar, is a super luxury high-end watch brand. They were formed back in 1980, actually, by an Italian named Carlo Crocco, if I remember correctly. But now they're owned by LVMH, which of course is the Louis Vuitton Moet Hennessy group. They're still very popular, still very successful, and they're primarily famous for these large, very modern, futuristic, kind of, I guess you'd space age looking watches that are built all by hand to a very meticulous high standard, using high-end materials, as you see there, assembled by hand. Look at that, 330 components. They also have some kind of more affordable watches. This is their new range, and they're primarily famous for the Big Bang. If I type in Hublot and then look at their images, usually they're associated with rappers and footballers, and all blinged out like this. Not my style whatsoever, I must admit. However, I came across this article, which is this one, and I think this was written about 2015. Watches for bosses, blue is the new black. And it talks about this 38mm. This is the Fusion, the Classic Fusion. I really quite like it. It reminds me a little bit of the Oris Aquis. It has a sporty look. It is a dress watch, nice and thin. I love the blue sunburst dial. I love the way it attaches to the strap. It's quite something, and this bezel with the little porthole screws here does remind me. It's very Genta-esque, but yeah, it's relatively simple. There's no minute track or anything, just these little plied markers, automatic. I love the Hublot logo as the balance. I've got a date there, 3 o'clock, and I believe these are titanium. Look at this guy. This is what you associate Hublot with. This aspirational, rich kids of Instagram, ghastly. But I have to say, I really do like this watch. It's remarkably elegant. So who wrote this? Who actually wrote this? Author. Interesting. A woman writing about men's watches. Interesting. So anyway, let's see what movement it has. It has the Hub 1112. Now let's do a quick search and see what that's all about. I believe it's actually a Sellita. Yes, here we go. Sellita. It's based on the Sellita. Obviously, they've as we'll have a closer look in a moment. I'm not familiar with the SW300. I know the SW200 very, very well, but the 300, not familiar. I've never owned one. So let's have a look. So it's based on the ETA 2892. So it's a interesting. So 21 joules, 42 hour power reserve, 28,800. So pretty standard. So it's a clone again, like the SW200, but this time it's a clone of the 2892. Okay, so that's fine. So how much do these go for, these beautiful fusions? Let's have a look at them on the actual Hublot website. There it is. Very striking. I love that blue. Beautiful sunburst effect. I like how the date is in negative. Love the beveled edges, the curves. Now this is a 45mm version. This is in titanium. I must say, I kind of like the gold. I do like the gold. I had always dismissed Hublot because I thought, and then you got all the complications. These go up way in price. Look at the moon phase. These are a bit too involved, a bit too complicated, a bit too flashy for me. I like simple. You see, that is gorgeous. That really is good. Even the gold is gorgeous. The more simple, the better. But yeah, it's modern. It's a little bit more updated. It's unlike anything I have in the collection. 4 sizes: 45mm, 42, 38, and 33. So the 33 must be for ladies. It's all in the name. The Classic Fusion line, our most subtle and elegant collection, draws inspiration from the very first Hublot timepieces created in the 1980s. So in a way, it's like the most Hublot-esque of them all. A watch that was met with much acclaim upon its creation. Original Hublot featured a round case and bezel, fastened by visible screws and signature rubber strap. Adding a touch of modern sophistication, the Classic Fusion line incorporates modern materials such as the ceramic and titanium, as well as traditional metals like gold and steel, into an elegant silhouette, producing a timepiece that is both avant-garde and inherently classical. I like that. So it wasn't gentle. Its creator, Carlo Gorgo, acquired the sense of beauty and growing up in Italian family watchmakers. So he was behind the design. So it's this chap, Carlo Crocco. Let's have a look. Let's have a look at Carlo. So this is the guy who designed the first Hublot, and I have a feeling that's one of them there. Very interesting. So really, its roots are Italian before Beaver, turned it into the brand we recognize today. And there you go. That you see sports stars, rappers. There's 50 Cent. Oh, and of course Maradona doing the Schwarzkopf. Yay! Jay-Z. Who else? Who else? That Alex Ferguson there. Oh, I've forgotten his name. The Jamaican athlete, Usain Bolt. Sorry, my mind had gone there. Usain Bolt. So yeah, it really does have a strong connotation with like super successful, wealthy. Oh, there's old Bernie. Bernie has a Bernie has a Hublot. Very interesting. Oh, of course, Hublot sponsorship with Formula One makes total sense. Of course, it does. I haven't been following the Formula One for absolutely donkeys. Is that Jet Li? I think it is Jet Li. Jet Li! Wow, that's a really cool ambassador to have. Hello, who's this? I have no idea who that is, but anyway. So let's have a look how much it is on the grey market. So 4,488, this is grey market, this is Watch Max. So it's about the same price as if I'm going to get an Explorer or a DateJust. I get something like this. This is totally modern and different. And let's look at the images and really have a look, because I want to see what kind of decoration they've done to the movement. So obviously we've got the decorated movement, custom rotor there. Oh, I like how they've written Hublot, that's very cool. Really cool clasp matching the design. Look at those curves. I love the differences in finishing. They're really nicely done. Is that rubber? I think that's rubber on the back. It looks like rubber on the back. Very, very cool. I just like its simplicity, its modernity. It's something different. Look how slender. The gold is very elegant. Let's go back to that article. What does she say? Functionally, the Hublot Classic Fusion Blue offers hours, minutes, seconds, date. As we know, the same watch is also available in a chronograph version with subdials. The Hublot Classic Fusion Blue, powered by the Hub 1112 automatic movement, that, as we know, is based on the Celita. Hublot is a watch brand popular for its sporty look watches. Is that correct English? I'm not sure. Like the Big Bang, King Power collections. Blacks and browns are so passé. Really? I don't think so. Have a look at a classic Rolex Mil Sub. I don't think that's passé at all. Anyway, so let's have a look on eBay. Hublot Classic Fusion. There we go. I want the 38mm version. And I'm going to buy it from the United States. Oh wow, there's the one with the bracelet. I like the bracelet, don't get me wrong, but I love the way it's integrated. I wouldn't mind it on rubber just to make it even more contemporary. $8 for a black ceramic. I'm not too keen on that. Fortunately, they don't have... Oh, that's nice. Look at that grey. Stunning. Quartz, 33. Oh, that's a shame. It's not this size I'm after. Well, it looks like I'd have to go grey market or maybe possibly Hublot, call them up and get a price. So there's the full spec. Not really that much to write about, but anyway. Now the other choice is, for about the same money, I could go something really, really classic and get some real horology, an in-house movement from Zenith. Always been independent, and they still are to this day. And I have actually reviewed this watch. This is the Zenith El Primero Chronomaster triple calendar chronograph, and this of course has moon phase, chronograph, date there, day, month. However, this is in French, I believe. I wasn't aware you could change languages, but I'd have to look into that. This one's not bad condition. Price is very, very good. Box papers, we get the chronometer certificate there, that beautiful Zenith box. Very nice pictures. Very good condition. I mean, look at the crown. The lugs look good. We have those Corvetto stepped deco case there, Art Deco case. Aftermarket strap. There's a shot of the movement. It really does not give the movement justice. It is a beauty to behold. It really is. Really good price actually. $3,395. Now guys, when you're buying on eBay, have a look back. I'll put a card up there for 10 questions you must ask. Pretty good listing. The specs are a little off. It's not 40mm from what I remember. I have reviewed this watch. Gorgeous, gorgeous watch. We've got the famous iconic El Primero movement in there. It would just add an extra level to my collection. It really will. For less money than the Fusion, but the Fusion does something different. It goes modern, whereas this goes is tradition, you know. So, or do I go with true and tested Rolex DateJusts Explorer? You know, this is my predicament. Here we have another one. This is a fantastic example of a bad listing. First of all, their feedback's not 100%. Okay, normally 6,155. You know, I'd have a look back. Actually, let's have a look at their feedback. Let's see what happened. They had one negative feedback. When was it? Oh, there it is. Shipped completely wrong item. Sent replaced but was rude. That's not good. That is not good. What was it? Rolex Authentic Green Medium Box. Yeah, I wouldn't buy from this person because you're spending what? How much is this then? If you're spending nearly $5,000, well, it is make an offer, but you're spending, you know, thousands of dollars. And I mean, everyone makes mistakes, but I'd prefer their feedback to be 100%. I've seen sellers with 100% feedback with, you know, 12,000 feedback rating score there. So, and also secondly, look at these pictures. Look at this picture. The light fuzzy. It's not even in focus. I mean, it's all original and the condition looks actually pretty good, but look at this. Overlit, you can't see detail on the dial. Is that little bit of blue on the Wednesday? Well, at least the it's in the right language, the day there. But it's overlit. I can't see the edges here. I can't make out the crisp edges. It's there's backlight or something. And then look at the description. Case 40 millimeters. It's not, for a start. And where's the specification? What movement? Is it running? What's the condition? Just says age of the watch. Doesn't even say if it's running. How's it running? When was it serviced? Price includes all customs and tax. Is it boxed? Does it have papers? I mean, there's a picture of a paper here. Where's the box? You know, there's not enough information. This is an example of a really lazy, bad listing. Had the listing been really impressive with fantastic photographs, I would have emailed him. You know, everybody makes mistakes, but this guy, it can't be bothered to do a proper listing. Pictures are terrible. His feedback's not great, and it's overpriced. This is overpriced. So that's a bad listing. Let's have a look at a good listing. Here we are, a good listing. Now this person's relatively new, 165 feedback, 100%, 4,200. Okay, not the cheapest in the world. It is make an offer. Seller does not offer returns. That's not a good sign. However, fairly decent description. It says no box available. So there's no box, no papers. But they do say if you have any questions, do not hesitate to ask. Absolutely amazing condition. Worn once, looks like new. Watch is from my personal collection and has been treated with the utmost care. So this is a private seller. This is not a shop. This usually, you know, this is where sometimes you get absolute bargains. These things have just been sitting in a safe. And it does look absolutely mint, I must admit. The photos aren't great, but look at the crisp. There's no scratches here. The one I reviewed, you would have seen scratches. He's actually put his stamp on it there. Very good condition. Even on these pictures that are overlit or not that great, you can see that it's in good condition. I don't think it's ever even been polished. I can't see that edge of that lug. Judging by the bottom lugs, it looks. This is how it's supposed to look from what I recall. I mean, I've handled this watch, I've reviewed it, I've worn it for a week. Yeah, maybe I should get this. I know I have already got a moon phase, but I can upgrade the Oris, and I'll keep the pink Tudor. So that will be my pink dial watch. This will be my moon phase. I'll have something with, you know, I consider high-end, historically important horology, a really important movement, the Zenith Primero. Does he say how's it running? I mean, I presume it's within chronometer specifications, but if it's been sitting in a safe, who knows? I would email him, I'd ask him a million questions. He sounds like, you know, this is a private listing, this is not a store. He sounds like somebody. Let's have a look at this feedback. Excellent eBayer, great seller, excellent. So he sold a few watches, sold the tag there, sold the Breitling Power Reserve. Shame you can't see the listing. Oh, he sold a Juge Lecoultre. Wow, this guy's got some nice watches. And an Oris too. Oh, so he sold only watches. Maybe he's a collector and he sells, every so often he sells some. Yeah, I would definitely consider this. I'd put a cheeky offer in. And I'd talk to him. I'd actually probably ring him up. Where is he? Maine, so not too far away. Yeah, I'd give him a call. I'd talk to him. I like Zenith, but to me, these slightly older Art Deco cased ones with the Romans, that just does it for me, you know? Let's just look at a really good picture. There we go. So, there's a nice wrist shot. Gorgeous. I mean, pictures do not do this watch. Just, oh, there's a gold one. Oh, look at that. Oh, look at that. The guilloche pattern, oh, just pure class. Yeah, gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. That's the yellow gold. Funny, I think I prefer the rose. That's the yellow gold there. Gorgeous, gorgeous. Look at the subdials, how they're framed. It matches the moon. Really dazzling. That would hold me down until I get my Lange, you know. Oh, just gorgeous. Oh, on a strap. Yeah, it's difficult. I mean, do I go for that, or do I go for the Hublot, or something traditional and more kind of high-end horology-wise, or do I go with the Hublot that is modern and a bit more younger? And it would be really interesting to see which would hold its value. I have a feeling the Zenith, not only are they not making this anymore, but the movement is more respectable, whereas the Hublot, I don't know, I've heard they hold their value pretty well, considering it's a modified, tarted up Solita. Hublot or the Zenith. Tradition, elegance, class, horology, heritage, or new, modern, young, futuristic, lively. The Zenith actually suits my personality more. I'm a bit old-fashioned, but the Hublot is what I want to be, you know. Maybe I should wait until I'm 40 and then I'll buy the Hublot and I'll just wear this for the moment. Anyway, I don't know. Please let me know what you think down below, and let's take it back to the studio. Okay, welcome back, guys. So, food for thought, definitely. I mean, who would have thought it? Me considering a Hublot. Of course, I haven't given up on the pink DateJusts or the Explorer. I just want to see what else is out there, you know. It's a lot of money. Also, I've got to save up first. I'm nowhere near. It's good to have goals. Good to have something to work towards, to look forward to, especially for next year. Okay, guys, I'm going to wrap it up there. Thoughts, queries, questions, opinions, all the rest of it down below, please. Thank you very, very much for watching. Please don't forget to like this video if you enjoyed it and found it useful. And as always, guys, I will catch you in the next one. Okay, ciao.